Hey, you know what that sound means. It's time for a show. It's 4 p.m. on the East Coast. My name is Jay Chains. We love crypto. Let's have a show. Let's have a show. Let me just make sure so that when we get to the point where I make a change like that. Oh, you don't see the microphone anyway. Darn it. Anyway, what's going on, guys? Hope you're having a wonderful afternoon, guys and gals. I do mean to say that. Hope you're having a wonderful afternoon. Hopefully, if you got into some trades, they were profitable. If you got some business done, great on you. Great on you. Whatever you did, whatever productivity came your way today, congratulations. Thank you for being here. I sure do appreciate that. Go ahead and smash the like button, hit the heart. If you are watching on X, you can hit the heart lightly. We'll do a little tutorial. You know that I like to do that. And if we forget, we forget. It's not that big of a deal. But I do want you to know that you could definitely like the video. Very helpful. Plus, put in the headline, bullish XRP momentum. As you know, XRP hitting $3 today. We'll take a look at the charts, see exactly how high it got, and kind of look at some projections. I know there's a couple coins that we're going to look at when we get over to the charts. As you know, we'll look at the market on a broad level, and then we'll look at some winners and some losers on the day, and then we'll look at a couple headlines. Got three. We can look at the CPI thing if we want. We can talk about like maybe why it's important, and then we'll get into some charts. Not doing any trades right now. I'm getting something squared away. I had sent some anyway. So no trading at the moment, but pretty soon here we'll be back in the action. And so I am really excited about that. So we'll just look at some charts, we'll do some setups, set some alerts, kind of things that we're looking at. Hopefully the bullish momentum continues, but we'll take a look at all that stuff in just a second here. Shout out to everybody in the chat. I see we got the homies who got the gold medal today. It was Mike Lowry. Congratulations, Mike. We got Mike Vollmer taking the silver late again, as he says. Shout out to you guys. I love this little game. Curtis Gore coming in maybe with the bronze, but he missed it. He missed it because Mike Vollmer came in right before him. And then obviously we got Jake, the crypto snake. Excuse me. And then we've got my guy, B. Frank, my guy. Shout out to you, brother. Make sure you hit the like button for yourself for being here. I know you're a busy guy, so thank you for being here in the afternoon. And then Meg, shout out to you. What's up? What's up? Well, we could get right into this if you guys want. Was there any other house cleaning? I feel like there was some house cleaning that I had to do here. Let's see. You guys know the Ondo thing is good. I'm going to New York City. Got the flight. Got the approval from Ondo. My RSVP was approved. Let's see. There was that. Karate Combat is coming up next week, the 24th. I believe that's next week, right? Let me see here. Man, oh man. When you need your calendar to open up immediately and it doesn't. 24th next week. All right. So I got to make a decision if I'm going there or if I'm going to Nashville. There's another fight league going on, and as you know, Jenny Savage, if you guys have been with the morning crew for a while, the Web3 Breakfast crew, you know that she does a lot of bare knuckle, but she's a fighter based out of Nashville, and so there's an event in Nashville. She's fighting there. Bad Anthony's fighting, and then I just saw something that some other person that I know is now fighting on that card. So that is a possibility as well. So who was that third person? I can't remember now. Someone that I know. Anyway, let's see. Was there any other house cleanings? Smash the like. Make sure that you smash like. Oh, it's my guy, Greg. What's up, Doom? What's up? What's up? What's up? All right. Let's pop it on over to Coin Market Cap. And over here. Oh, no, that's not what we want. We want Coin Market Cap. As you can see, We are living in a world where the market cap is 3.49 trillion, up almost 4.5% today. Gotta love to see that. Volume up 12.6% today. So there you go. There's the numbers a little bit bigger. Oops. Let's see what is trending. XRP, as we know that, up 12% today. Let's take a look at the rundown. You got Bitcoin. Man, it was over $100,000 a little bit ago. I remember yelling over at AJ when it pierced 100K, but came back down since. You got Ethereum at 34.30. XRP back down just a little under $3 at 298. But party's going to keep going, baby. I'll tell you what. $5 is the next one. Then I was told that I should have larger expectations, like double digits. I was also told by someone that is way too high of an expectation. So, and even if it is, like it's it's like just a couple X's from here, but long term XRP is the play. That's for sure. All right, BNB coming in at 709, Solana 202. Nice to see that back up over 200. Love to see that actually. Cardano, there you go, back up over $1 at $1.06. That thing is up 14% on the week. That makes us want to look at who's our biggest winners of the day. Virtuals, XDC, AI16Z. There we go, coming back, baby. We had bought into that, and it dipped, but now she's on her way back. Algo, big day today, 20%. Dog Whiff, 13%. I don't know what this Sonic is. That's previously Phantom. That's right. That's the rebrand because they wanted to get away from the name of the Solana app that obviously maybe has gotten more popular. I don't know if that's true or not. Don't quote me. Do not quote me on that. All right. So those are our biggest winners of the day. There you go. Any losers that we should look at? Maybe. Nope. No losers on the day. What about winners on the week? There you go. XDC and XRP. XDC, 42%. Damn. There you go. I remember cutting that thing loose at 10 cents, maybe a little bit under 10 cents, actually. And now this thing pumped back up to 13. There you go. We're pumped up to 13. Is this the all-time high for it? Let's look at the all. Nope. Back in August of 2021, had an all-time high of almost shy of 18 cents is what this is coming in. Actually, let's look at what this says. All-time high, 1939, down 32.95% from the all-time high of August 21st, 2021, 3 years ago. So there you go. Let's go back here. Let's take a look at some other numbers. We got the Fear and Greed Index. Last week we were looking at this. It was 46. Let's turn the rest of these things off. Let's look at the 30-day. Last week, so 13. Here you go, 43. I think 46. At one point, it was 46, if I'm not mistaken. But so we're down a little bit, and then back up 51. That doesn't mean anything quite yet. We got to wait till we get into the extreme greed. That's when you know the bull runs back. But that strong feeling that, and when we look at TradingView, strong feeling that we're on our way back up, hopefully, because we are days away from the inauguration. The Trump pump. Please save us with the Trump pump. I didn't share this one. It didn't switch over. There you go. We did this little chart right here again, where there's the all-time. There's the 30-day. So you can see right back here last week where we were looking at this. It was down a little bit lower than it is now at 51. But sitting about, I'd say, on the low side of average for the all-time. Here, looking at this coin market cap fear and greed index. So there you go. All right, that takes us through that, right? We got the biggest. Oh, let's look at the biggest losers of the week. The biggest losers: SPX 6900, Thorchain, AI16Z, still down on the week. Looking for that thing to come back up, which it looks like we're only down 8.21% for the week. So come on, baby, let's go, come back. Movement, Tron, Mantle, Athena. All right. Anyway, Ondo. It's only down 1% and some change, up 4.44%. Lucky fours today. Let's go. Ondo. Can't wait to see that thing rip. Can't wait to get to New York for that summit as well. All right. The first article that I would like to look at today. It was today. Now, I didn't see any updates, and let me look to see. XRP, SEC, appeal deadline. Did they make it? See, that's the thing. I don't know. There's no news that lets you know if they made the deadline or not. I guess maybe we'll find out tomorrow. Anyway, XRP just on a tear today, and hopefully it has something to do with the fact that maybe they know again the administration is changing. There's a whole new sheriff in town. The organization itself, or whatever you would call the SEC, they are going to be singing a different tune anyhow. So maybe they say, like, you know what, not worth it. It's over. Like, see you, Gare. Like, you brought the ETFs for crypto, but you lost XRP. Call it a wash. Have a good one, buddy. Take this. What do you get? Do you get like a Rolex when you leave? Do you get a pen? Do they give you like what is it, like a paperweight? Best commissioner of 2020, whatever, the early 20s. I don't know. Anywho, XRP hit a market cap all-time high last night, says Jake. Man, I love to see that. Love to see that. I'm looking for definitely, again, I had tweeted something about XRP next stop $5, and we all know we got Matthew, and he's extremely bullish on XRP, and he said think double digits. And so I posted something today about $10, and he said, there you go. Now you're on track with a $10 target. And so we'll see, man. Even so, say $3 to get to 10x, that's to get to $10 is like a 3x, right? It's just going to go up, or 2x, excuse me. It's just going to go up, 2 more times, maybe 2.5x, whatever that is. And so it's not a big jump, man. It's not, it's not one of those guaranteed we're gonna rip 5 to 10x, from here. No, you got to think, judging from where it was down. I mean, it was down into 30 cents, right? We could probably take a look at. Let's take a look at the XRP chart. We are on the daily. Let me share this with you guys. Let's shrink this thing down and see where this was at throughout a lot of the year last year. Here we go. So, I mean, there were several times, this white line is the point of control here, several times where, you were definitely hanging around the 50-cent level. And so if you caught at the 50-cent level and it gets to $5, there's your play, right? That's what you're hoping for. However, at $3, you're not going to see those X's anymore. Like, you had to be in back here when it was down before it pumped. But it'll still be, to me, it's a long-term solution, right? And so that's why I love XRP. Anyway, that was my just little chit-chatting there about XRP because I love the coin so much. Actually, speaking of, that was some of the house cleaning that I wanted to do before. And earlier today, I was at my whiteboard here in my office. I had my whole portfolio drawn up there, looking at things like what, it's different when it's on your little tracker. And I put it up on the board, and I could figure out what I'm going to make moves because I got to cut a few more, or do I want to change some things, that kind of stuff. And so AJ came in, and I said, hey, man, help me out with this for a second. And we looked at some things, and I made some cuts, and definitely we, on the board, we made some cuts, and I got to go into actually, do some things or whatever to restructure. But again, this is the time to do it. Like, things are about ready to get hot and heavy. And if you've got, and see, one of the conversations that we had was, when you look at your portfolio and you notice you've got 2%, 1%, 3%, all that stuff, like, what are you going to do with that? Like, what is that even going to mean? Now, unless it's specifically for a moon bag, that's one thing. But if you are so over diversified that you've got small percents like that, what are you trying to accomplish? Unless it's, there's several reasons I could understand, but the whole idea of trying to become financially free and, generate that generational wealth, having, a bunch of coins with single digit percentages is not really helpful. So that was the whole exercise. And there's more into that. And we can go more into depth, but at this point, I remember started this exercise at 22 cryptos, and I am down to 13. So I want to get to 10, but I need to. What's funny is that I've got 13. I want to get to 10, but there's some other ones that I got to get. So I've got to make some other cuts and some consolidations to put my portfolio exactly where it's at, for what where I want it to be, to really put myself in a position to win in the next phase of where we're going in this bull run. So at some point, I think that we could, and maybe we've got a couple people that joined as members, drop the XRP. Like, here's the thing, Corey, is that after it gets to a price target that I've got mentally, if say $10 is the idea, the whole idea, but say $10 is kind of the price target, like I'm out well before that. Like, it would be, 950, between 950 and 975. I'm out. Like, you scale out, like, going up, but not yet. I definitely want to get a few. I want to catch a few more rips of XRP before I start scaling out of that one, and then kind of shuffling into some other ones. And when we look at the charts in a bit, I'm gonna tell you there's some that are lagging. I'll tell you what. Jasmine, I ended up selling my Jasmine after a little bit after the pump, so I caught like a nice little profit after I talked shit about it. But I tell you what, man, this thing is looking, and that was one of the things that AJ and I were talking about, and probably one of the ones that I really need to add in a high capacity is Jasmine, because it has done absolutely nothing. It's been a dog shit coin. It's been all, there's all this hype, but there's no price action to it. It had that one rip up to 6 cents, but that was it, right? And we can take a look at the chart. Do I have it on the list? No. Let me add it right now so that we don't miss it. I took it out when I sold because I was like, why the fuck are we going to look at it if we're not going to be holding it, right? We don't need to have it on that list. And we will look at spot crypto. The spot crypto. Let's put this on our watch list. All right, so that's there for when we get to the chart section. So that, I believe, is all we have for that article. That's it. I believe that's what we were doing. We were on the XRP thing. I know that we've hopped a little bit. We started talking about portfolios and we talked, whatever. So I owe you another article. This one right here. Crypto market rallies as CPI report fuels investor optimism. And so improved U.S. inflation figures have bolstered confidence in digital assets, with Bitcoin and Ethereum leading a broad market rally. So as we got the numbers this morning, everything in the crypto market ripped. Did it really rip because of the numbers? I don't really think so. I think it was just due for it anyway. Like, we've had a couple down days, but whatever floats your boat, man. Whatever they use to control the narrative or whatever, I'm all about it. But I will tell you that, as far as, the market sentiment goes, and, as long as they are not hiking rates, as long as they, either keep things flat or continue to reduce the interest rate throughout this year, which I believe is kind of cooled off from what I understand. I think that's kind of all part of all of this, even though, here, let's go into this article a little bit more, and then, then we'll talk. Whatever. Who really cares? You got the headline. You guys get it. Everybody knows what happened. The market pumped. Like, we're talking about something that already happened, so there's really no reason, actually. All right. Bitfinex. Last article of the day, and then we'll switch it on over. We'll get on. No, I got one more after this. That's right. One of them was just for show. It was. I think we spent a little bit more time on one of them than we needed to. It was just kind of, we were looking at that headline for it. Anyway, Bitfinex getting back its $9 billion of Bitcoin that was stolen in the 2016 hack. U.S. court approved returning $6 billion to Bitcoin to Bitfinex. Let's see. They plan to use 80% of the recovered funds to repurchase and burn UNUS, SED, and LEO tokens over 18 months to aid recovery. Let's see here. What else? Additional laundered Bitcoin will be handled separately with open claims for affected parties until January 28th, 2025. I do know, I read through this article, none of the victims, the word victims does not include users of the service. It is Bitfinex is the sole victim of this case, and so there are no user funds coming back in this particular matter. This $9 billion, it is solely for the exchange. What's going on in the chat here? What did Corey say? XRP will top out at 480. You son of a bitch! I'll be out at 475. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. $5 by the 20th is a stretch, I think. I would agree. Honestly, by the 20th, unless there's just some mega run that we start the Friday, if I'm not mistaken, is the crypto ball that is in DC, right? I know. Let's look at Twitter. You know, Ondo, I recently posted. It's the easiest place I can find it because I know that they just posted something about it. There you go. Friday, January 17th. In honor of the inauguration of Donald J. Trump, the first crypto president, join us in celebration at the Crypto Ball, Friday, January 17th, 2025, Washington, D.C., 8 p.m. General admission is $2,500 per person. Now, however, that is wrong. The day that these things came out, whenever it was $2,500 for the first little bit, and then that group sold, and they were $5,000. So by the time I think we were a few hours into this, the tickets were $5,000, not $2,500. Well, maybe we should do a little road trip and come and see Blocky. That's only 25 minutes from you. Smash the like if you think that we should go on a road trip at some point and start coming to some cities near you. Road trip. I like road trips. It's been a while since we've done a road trip, but I would obviously love. My goal is to crush the entire bull run. And then for 2026, have basically like a bus, right? Where I've got a studio in it, got enough living space for the family to be comfortable while we're on the road. And then we traveled through the country, stopping and doing meetups all over. That's like, and host shows and all that stuff. I'm just really looking forward to getting there. So that's my goal, baby. Let's get it. All right, back to... Did we get through the Bitfinex thing? No, we did not finish it. Why did we start talking about something else, though? Which is, as you guys know, let's see here. Let's see. Decision builds on an October filing in which the convicted individuals, Heather Morgan and Ilya Lichtenstein, and iFinex, the parent company of Bitfinex, acknowledged that the exchange is the sole victim of the theft. There you go. See, that's what we were talking about. Currently, the U.S. government holds the seized Bitcoin. In January 2025, the court determined that the Bitfinex and its users do not qualify as victims under the Mandatory Victims Restitution Act. There you go. The U.S. government said Bitcoin stolen in 2016 should be returned to Bitfinex. The hackers laundered 119,754 Bitcoin in August of 2016, $71 million at the time, now worth $11 billion. Clear ruling that the property rights as crypto is recognized in the U.S. FTX customers should be treated the same, said the popular FTX creditor Sunil. That's really interesting to see how that's all going to go. Let's see. Restitution process includes all assets directly tied to the next hack. So does this cut out 119,000? If they're getting this Bitcoin back, are they going to cut out 119,000 Bitcoin from what was supposed to go to the strategic reserve? That's interesting. I mean, listen, if it was their property to begin with, it was their property. I'm not disputing that or saying that that's shitty. I'm just wondering, is that part of it, right? Is there potential for what we think of the strategic reserve at the beginning of the administration? By the time we get next week, a lot of this Bitcoin has been divvied out, and so there's nothing left. Bullish on the market, next level cash. Let's get it. Absolutely. You got to be bullish on the market. I mean, like, listen, there's a lot of stupid FUD stories. You like this. You've got, the Mt. Gox hack articles that come out all the time where they threaten, all of that Bitcoin and on the other coins that were there. Or it was just Bitcoin, I'm sorry. And the whole idea is that they're just FUD articles. Like, we know that the shit's going up. You guys know that this is happening. The bull run is not over. So make sure, it is 427. And so I know I'm a few minutes early, but I think that this is the right time. I'm feeling it. And I think that we can all understand that, that really the crypto market, it works in mysterious ways. It tends to do the opposite of what you expect or what you'd like. And so, you got a lot of people calling for 70K, and then all of a sudden the market changes and we go back up over 100K like we saw today, right? There's a lot of things like that. But the one thing that we do know, the one thing that we can be sure of is that the more people who smash the like button on this video, that's what makes the magic happen. That's how things get triggered. Algorithms get triggered, all sorts of things. And then all of a sudden, there's a whole bunch of people watching and the channel grows and, a lot of things they're different, right? And so it's exciting. And so that's something we know. And also, jokes aside, honestly, like, I sure do appreciate it. And it would be nice for you to treat yourself to, like I've said before, the proverbial pat on the back and go ahead and smash the like button, hit the heart if you are watching on X. And, there you go. You could, and the whole idea is you literally could be doing anything in the world, literally anything, but you're here hanging out with us. So might as well go ahead and smash the like button and reward yourself. So Meg saying, trying to learn how to play Open Coliseum, and I keep getting killed instantly. Is that the game that Mike's playing tonight? Guys, in case you missed the breakfast show this morning, it is Wednesday, and so that means it's gaming day it's Web3 gaming day. And so Mike, Modern Canadian, let me just look up his profile here really quick. There we go. I got it on speed dial. I know that. He posted a little video. Open Coliseum. There we go. Open Coliseum will be launching. So that is tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern. So here's the post that you're going to want to see. Oh, I hate when it does that because then it changes. We want there you go. Oh, why is it so dark? There you go. It's this one. It's him sitting there. It's down there. Modern Canadian. Check it out. Make sure if you guys are into gaming, you check that out tonight. It is at 9 p.m. Eastern tonight. So check that out. Speaking of things, tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern, the Karate Combat Space is going to be live, and I'm going to be hanging out with them up on stage talking about some things. And so, hey, if you got the afternoon free, you know where to find me. Let's get it. All right. Doug is back from his little getaway, man. I hope you had a great time. Saw those pictures. I hope you enjoyed. Get back home safe. I see what you're saying now. Back on my usual form from tomorrow. We missed you too, brother. Get back safely, and definitely we look forward to chatting with you. Hopefully tomorrow morning. If not, tomorrow afternoon is great. So here we go. What is up next? We did the Bitfinex thing. Last article that I've got for today is this one right here. And we go back and forth. You all know that I love NFTs too. It's just coin season, and so we got to make sure that we're playing the coins until you get the profits that you need to get the pictures that you want. That's my strategy. To each their own. I know that. But here we go. NFT market hits 3-year low in trading and sales report. The annual NFT trading volumes fell by 19%, while sales counted dipped by 18% compared to 2023. And this is according to DApp Radar. This is an article that came from Decrypt. The NFT market suffered a dismal 2024, showing their weakest level since 2020, which is terrible. As we said earlier, it dropped by 19%, while sales counts dipped by 18%. Now, despite a surge in crypto market activity driven by Bitcoin's all-time highs and booming DeFi growth, NFTs appear to continue to struggle under the weight of their own inflated valuations. Now, call it inflated valuations, or lack of attention, wherever it is. In my opinion, we will see an NFT market resurgence, and this is going to happen once people start pulling profits from crypto, right? So use me as the example here, and this is why I believe there'll be a big resurgence. Use me as the example. I had a mutant ape in the last run, and I loved it, right? And just use this. Forget if you don't like Yuga. I don't fucking care. Just use this as the example, right? So I had a mutant ape in the last run, and you're damn sure that I want a Bored Ape, like an actual one. And who cares if they never get back up to a gazillion ETH? That's not the point. Like, that was part of my journey. Like, that all represents it. And so as long as it maintains something of a floor, or at least like goes up a bunch, like they're at like 19 ETH or something like that. Like, I'm not really sure. We can take a look at it. But the whole idea of there's going to be people who, nostalgia wise, who say like, you know what, like I was in this collection. I had all these and I had to sell it because I needed money in the bear market. Well, I really want to get back in because those are my buddies. I really want to get back in because I resonated with the art. I really want to get back in, or I really want to upgrade, or I really want to get that rare, whatever it is. People are going to find their way back. And as long as the collections are there and worth a damn and still have a community and doing some kind of building and have some kind of something with it. I'm not saying utility. I don't give a fuck about that. Just anything, right? As long as there's something going on. It could be, I always considered that when we did a lot of spaces, I always considered the NFT, like the generative trade NFT stuff, to be like the country club, right? Like, that's where you go, just hang out with a bunch of like-minded people. And that's where I think, again, the whole investment mind shift happened, where, you don't marry your bags, but in NFTs, a lot of people married their bags, and they got, they spent too much or whatever, but then that also afforded them the opportunity to have a community and to make some friends. And who knows, I know of, like, these trait groups that came out, and people formed businesses and investment groups and all that stuff. And a lot of money was made from that. And again, it changed the way that I looked at investments. This was more of the country club. This, I don't have time to go to the golf course and play 4 hours of golf at all. But I got time to sit in the Discord. I got time to sit in the Telegram. I got time to sit in the on X and do all that stuff. And that's all part of it, right? And so the whole idea of this is where this investment idea with meme coins, because you got to think, in the last several runs, like the meme coin offerings were very few, right? Now every chain has meme coins, and so there's a lot more options. But with it, it's like the same, and you guys have probably heard me talk about this before, where like the idea of the NFT bros infiltrating the crypto bros is what happened, right? And so now, instead of like, yeah, there were communities, but they were very tribal. And now you see like these coins and the communities, meme coin communities, culture coin communities, whatever you want to call them, they're establishing themselves, and it is building some really strong communities and doing some really cool things in the space. And so again, it changes the whole idea of what we're doing investing. Meme coins about meme coins. I know. Have I eaten? Fajiter said, no, not yet. I got a few hours left. At 7:30 is when I complete my 72 hours, right? 72-hour fast. And so there we are. Today, I'm really thankful, and I think because I just set that, this wasn't an open-ended. This wasn't, I originally said like at 72 we'll reevaluate, but after today, kind of like, I'm ready for this to be over. I'm kind of in the mood for some food. I am hungry. It's not like I gotta eat, I'm starving. But I am hungry, right? And so I think, we started this on Sunday night. We're going to end this on Wednesday evening. And then, as you guys heard me say this morning, we are off right after the studio. I'm headed to the gym, and then we're going to go get some pho. I am just going to have the broth, though, and maybe some veggies, maybe some noodles. I don't know. We'll see. It's going to have to. They got to be gluten-free. Sure. Nah, we'll be fine. We'll be fine. I'm just going to have some broth. Anyway, that gets us through all of our articles. Let's look at some charts. Smash the like button, guys. If you like looking at charts and we want to find some good coins that we could get into and maybe make some money, go ahead and smash the freaking like. Do it. Do it now. All right. What chart is this? This is Jasmine. Oh, yeah. All right. So this is the first one. Now, here we go. This is when we were looking at it back. We talk about, and we'll go through some of these other coins. We will talk about when we were building our October or our Uptober portfolio. We were charting a whole bunch of these coins. Jasmine, one of them. Looks like our line showed up, even though we just added it back, which is great. So look at this thing, was perfectly in this wedge until almost the very end when it came out. It broke through and just boom, breakout city, baby, up to 6 cents. Now, since retraced, we're sitting at 3 cents, right? Low threes. This is one. Now we're going to create some new stuff. Obviously, there you go. We touched the 2. Maybe we'll come back up here, come back down. Who knows? But we're still on a downtrend, right? We can also say this is our bottom. Let's change that. Well, we don't want red because that's a candle color. We'll go yellow. So that's kind of like where we have our little bottom. We wicked down a little bit here, but we had a stop here, right? So we stopped here, we stop here. So we'll see what plays out. But we now, as you guys can see, we have got this little bit of a structure forming. So hopefully we'll see what happens over the next couple of days, even if it comes down a little bit more, as long as we respect this bottom trend here, which you guys know what we're going to do now. You know what happens now. We are going to set that alert. So if the price comes back down, remember, this is what we want to be doing all the time. Anytime you ever draw any kind of a line on a chart, and you got to be setting your alerts. You got to be setting your alerts, your alarms, right? Because you don't want this work to go to waste. There's no reason for it. How many times has that happened where you looked at something, you found the perfect setup, something maybe took you away, and you came back to it, you missed big time, and you're like, damn, I did all that work for nothing. Don't do that. All right. So here we go. It just alerted me. So it must have alerted me from this trigger down here because it happened in this bar. But at least we're hopefully we're done with that now. Okay. There is Jasmine. So for me, I do want to, and remember, I'm consolidating, and I have. Let's see. I will show you guys actually, because I'm a transparent guy like that. I will put it in stealth mode so you don't see the dollar, but you can see right here: Ondo, Sol, XRP, Pith, ETH, Karate, some USDC. I don't know if you can see that. There you go. That's the portfolio. 27% of my portfolio is Ondo. That's right now. That's current value. That does change a little bit here and there. It was a little bit higher when that was at an all-time high, and say XRP was not at $3. So some of this stuff does change, shift around. But that's it, man. I'm putting together the strongest top 5 coins that I can for myself. And I'll put together a video about all that stuff. And that'll be something that with the members that for sure will go through portfolios and the top coins and things to be adding and the moves to be making. And, I'll even, talk with AJ about that and see if we can get, him to come in and help and all that stuff. Cause he's awesome. And I love, man, he is a great bit of knowledge to have, especially with the charting stuff right across the hall from me, man. I'll tell you what. Love that. All right. That was Jasmine. Let's get back to the top here. Bitcoin on a tear. We had drawn these lines down here when we thought we were going to continue to drop. Obviously, we have a reversed direction. Now, one thing to note is that much like what we drew with the other one, if you were, now it all depends on how things go today, right? But okay, there you go. We're still headed down. We've not broken structure yet. We have not had a breakout. This is exciting. It was great that we were back at 100K today, but not considered a breakout quite yet based on the fact that we are still coming down. We've got a few levels that we got to get through. That one, obviously. And then that one, obviously. But obviously moving up. Damn. There you go. There you go. Now you can see. All right, my apologies. So it was these two yellow lines. This is the yellow line right here. This kind of macro trend, or at least, I mean, this thing's been going on since when? When did this start? This was December 18th. So about the last month. So this is about the last 30 days. We've had some nice little ups and downs, but overall, we have only put in lower highs. So until that trend breaks, that's where we're at. And so, we want to make sure there's these two blue lines here, this one and this one. That's what we were looking at last week. No, earlier this week we had put this together because we were saying like this has basically been the playground, right? Obviously, you've got a little bit of time out there, a little time out here, a couple times where we went under, but for the most part, it stayed within this range of 90. It's like 92 and 99. So we are at the top side of it. We also, as you can see, you can see this alarm clock right here. We set an alarm. I got an alert today that we had touched this line. And so this was something that piqued my interest. Like, oh, okay, we're getting close to possibly breaking out. Now we want to make sure that here we go. Here's another one. Set one at the last previous high, right? So this one right here that we had in the beginning of the month on Tuesday the 7th, we could, boom, here we go. Once per bar, create. There you go. So now you're getting an alert once Bitcoin pops through this level. Now you know that, we are starting to break that structure of the lower highs. So we have gotten above the previous one, still waiting to get above the last one, that all-time high of 108, but sign that we're headed in the right direction. Always, and when it moves like this, those are great little scalp trades that you can get if you are trading. Shout out to you guys if you are trading. Throw a +1 down in the chat if you do any kind of trading. It could just be spot trading. It doesn't have to be leverage trading. But if you are a trader, you do any kind of trading, throw a +1 in the chat. I want to know, baby. I want to know. Because then we'll figure out, like, do we need to start doing, like, sending out the Femex link? Do you guys want to start trading on Femex? Can you start trading on Femex? Do you have, the KYC requirements, or do you have the legacy accounts, all that kind of stuff? Or, we'll figure it all out. See what you guys know. There you go. Boom. AI Rude Boy, 6 a.m. Doug, Mike Vollmer. It says $3. There we go. $3. We back to $3 XRP? Yes, we are. Let's go. Now that's what you call a breakout. You see, these are our old lines here, this little flag and this little local downtrend that we had going on since December. Broke out. Let's see. $10 is what we said. What kind of gain is it to $10? 2.25, 226%. So there you go. Shout out to the XRP army, man. Let's go full screen. Throw that X up. Let's go. You love $3 XRP, man. Hit that like button. I tell you what. All right, let's go back. Where else? H bar. This is another one. Well, we've got our alarm set. I want you guys to, and if you missed, we were talking about this one earlier this week too. I want you to do the same thing. Pull your resistance and your support levels on H bar and figure out what the next move is. It's obviously on its way up. Earlier this morning, it was a little bit lower. It's gone up 10% today almost. So we've had a nice little candle today. So we are on the higher side of this range that we've got pulled, expecting if it does break out and go up higher, that is where you would want to get in your long, right? You could get in now and preempt it, but that's guessing versus kind of, making a more informed decision. And sometimes you got to leave a few percent on the table, but it helps you guarantee a little win ski. Or not guarantee, it helps you have better odds. Here we go. Everybody's favorite Ondo chart, the daily. Looking at this thing, look at this little, is this what you call a head and shoulders, kind of a slanty one? Is that a head and shoulders? I got to know. Would you guys consider, tell me down in the chat, would you consider this a head and shoulders? Boom, 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 boom. I forgot there was a delay. That was my bad. Sorry, you had to sit there in silence for a second. All right. So we did the H bar. We were looking at Ondo. This one, I can't tell you what you should be doing, guys. If you're an Ondo holder and you didn't sell already up in this, up in these ranges up here, if you're holding on, why would you sell now? Who knows what's at this point? At this point, again, we'll remove this little guy here. At this point, from the all-time high that you could have been a part of to right now, it is down almost 42%. And so if you didn't sell already, why would you do it now? It is highly unlikely that it's going to go down much farther. It already went down to $1.08. If you didn't pick up some more then, what are you waiting for? Why haven't you sold? All that kind of stuff. You gotta have conviction in this, and that's this for me is one of them. I told you, I showed you my portfolio. It's the number one holding that I have, and so you could call me biased if you want. I don't care. All I do know is that what they aim to do, who they aim to do it with, who's got their back. That's like the perfect recipe for a win. And so whatever happens here, whatever kind of bullshit shakeout, you got to understand this. All of this is institutional. All of the money that's pushing this bull run is all institutional. And they've got different narratives, and they've got different tactics, and they've got different solutions for things. And so like Daniel said, I got buy set at $1 and lower, but I don't need to hit them. It's just gravy for the meal train. There you go, 100%. That's what it is. It's not, it doesn't change other than it just makes things juicier. You've got the bags packed. There's really no incentive. You got to think, where's the sales incentive? Right? It already happened. Who's trying to sell for like a 5 to 10x if you're an institutional fund? You're not. They're looking for that 1000x that they know is coming. Right? They know that the big dollars are coming. They know it's going to happen. So they're going to let it roll. And that's why, there's a lot of people coming out. All you got to do is a little bit of research. Look on X, look online. There's a lot of things that you can find that there are a whole bunch of things that you can read online. Take it for what it's worth. I should always disclaim with that, right? Take it for what it's worth, because it's on the internet, and you can't always believe what you see on the internet. But the whole idea is that while it's a lot of coins, yeah, it's at 134% of the current circulating supply. A lot of it is going to stay institutionally held. It is not going to paper-handed retail. There will be some sales, but it's going to be a small percentage of it. And so if it does see a candle, I guarantee you it's going to get scooped up. I have got some powder waiting for that as well. My strategy had to change. I pivoted, as you guys maybe previously knew from earlier on when it was pumping. My whole idea was if this thing is continuing to pump as we get closer to the unlock day, that is going to be the signal to cut bait, see what happens. Man, I'll tell you what, you look at this chart right here where this thing started to fall, where we peaked out was mid-December. Didn't really expect that to be it, right? We saw a little bit of the end of the year, the end of the year sell-off market wide. However, it came back a little bit, but then boom, we came back down. So I would think that, a lot of what we're seeing right here could be the sell-off, from the $1.60 down to this $1.20 range where, we saw straight vertical down. Like now we're kind of consolidating, which is good, right? You can see this zone right here is a consolidation zone, and hopefully it doesn't go on too much longer. We start to boom consolidate back on up in a fast pace, man. I'll tell you what, I have a feeling that there is going to be a big 2025 for Ondo. So Jake just finished. He's 5 minutes behind. I might be too, to be perfectly honest with you. I think I'm 5 minutes behind on this because that is probably going to do it for these. Did we look at XRP? We did. I wanted to look at DEX tools. We have got, I am super excited about this. I ended up getting into Solbay. As you guys know, Solbay, AI agent, has some Twitter activity, X activity, excuse me. The plan is to have them on the show tomorrow. So we're going to be chatting all about AI stuff. Hopefully we'll get, I believe the goal is to get definitely a team member and then if we can, the agent in there. And so the green line here is where I made my purchase today, and it has gone up since, which is amazing. But this Solbay AI token, $982 million market cap, or sorry, $982,000 market cap. So he caught it under a milli. It's got just under $1 billion circulating supply and $240,000 in volume. So as you can see, this is like some of the other charts that we like. Continue growth. That's the hourly. Let's put it on the daily. Things look definitely like they're moving. You're just about to hit that $1 million market cap. That's when things could, charge, and you can hit, $5, $6, $7, $8 million market cap. So you got the potential to see a quick run here. You're seeing the candles get longer. That's, as that happens, you're going to see this thing run up here. So that's one that I scooped up today. Again, we're going to have them on the show tomorrow. And I will, at some point, show you guys my Solana portfolio as well. That is a little bit different. I know the Solana is on the big portfolio, but I've got, I don't track everything, but I'll show you what we got in there. Mike Volmer, I appreciate you, brother. Take it easy. See you mañana, sir. All right. So that was Solbay. Was there anything else? I put a soul into this one. Things were looking great, and then it nuked. Put it on the hourly. As you can see, where my entry was is the green line. This is Ferg. I put a soul in there just for fun, just to see what was going to happen, and this thing just absolutely nuked. Now, if you zoom out on the daily, you can't even do a daily. We'll do a 4-hour. There you go. It's brand new. So potential for this thing to come up. Again, it was a soul. We'll hang on to it for a week or two, see what happens. And then we'll reevaluate that there. We were going to do something else, man. What the hell else was I preparing to look at? Let's see. We got the headlines. We got the market, the headlines, charts, and the trades. Meme coin, we were going to look at the DEX tools, which we started to do. We could look at Dex Screener, see if there's anything popping off. We got a few minutes. If there's anything you guys want to look at, if you got any coins to chart, if you're like, yo, dude, you should get in this, let me know. Also, look at the, I'm going to show you this, actually, because I want you guys to see. The profile. I want you guys, if you are part of a project, you're a community member, you're a team member, a master, whatever, and you want a project to be featured on the show in the morning, there's a Calendly. Also, you can see right here, if you hit show more, there's my email, jchains@web3breakfast.com. So get in touch. They can fill out the form directly, and then there'll be some communication back and forth. But yeah, let's start hearing about some more projects. I want to hear from more AI agents, more RWA, DPIN, DeFi, everything. As you guys know, the ecosystem is growing. Chains are doing things all over the place, and so we got to be on top of it. So we need you guys. Y'all are the foot soldiers. Y'all are the part of the team here. So spread the word. Make sure that you get this thing reposted out, tagged up, do what you got to do. Click the link if the Calendly, if you are the project lead, if you are the dev, the founder, whatever, fill it out. There is one question that is the absolute most important, and you got to make sure that you do not omit it. It is the last question. And it asks you what your favorite pizza topping is. It's very serious now. So I want you guys to understand that. All right. Well, I think actually that'll do it. Eric Trump holds SWE. I saw that. That's, hey, great for SWE. I fucking missed that one like a bozo. And then I was stubborn and said, I missed it at $1. It was at $2. I said, we catch it on a retrace. Never retrace. Now it's flirting with $5 again. But that's the crypto game, man. That's how it works. You guys got to understand that. There's always another coin. There's always another trade. There's always all of that. Is the pizza only one topic? No. I maybe I could change it to say, what's your pizza order? Like how do you order a pizza? I like cookie dough, but you are fasting. This is true, but only until tonight, and I cannot wait. I cannot wait to have some food. I am definitely, and again, it's that, I told you earlier this morning, it's a mind over matter thing. And there was like times where, like driving in this morning, just like in my head, I could smell a cheeseburger, and it's like, so my body's been doing that. I keep some chocolate protein bars right there. So like every time I walked out today, or when I was talking with AJ, I was kind of like standing over there. I was looking, I was like, God damn, those things look good. It looks tasty. So now I know the whole idea is not getting back into having any sugars and all that kind of stuff. And so I will work, we'll do the damn XRP is 306. Yeah, there you go. Suck it, Corey. Suck it, Corey. Trying to tell us to sell our XRP, man. We are just getting packed for that moon mission, baby. Some of us had that shit under $1. Some of us didn't. And that's okay. That's okay. We'd love to see it going up, though. Wish we bought more. Wish we bought more at 50 cents, 72 cents, man. We were talking about that for a while. 72 cents, man. 72 cents. Everything else was moving. XRP wasn't. We got in and out of positions. We built our position up. I think we, at the end of the day, probably 4x the position of X. I did 4x my position of XRP throughout some trades and getting into some things, yada, yada, yada. So there we go. Is it too late for XRP, Michael Navarro? What is your time frame? Someone like, and I'm not, don't take offense to this. Someone like my mother, if you have a time frame that is buy and hold, no, not at all. Will it come back down below $3 after the bull run? I have absolutely no idea. Is there ever going to be a bear market for XRP? I don't know. That's the thing that really, really piques my interest. And I love to ask people about this, like, is the decoupling from Bitcoin. Bitcoin, I get it. Bitcoin has to run on its cycle because that's the structure of it. That's how it was designed, but not everything else does. And XRP, if XRP touches transactions on all corners of the globe on both sides, why would it and that's whatever. But why is there a need for a bear market? There's not. At some point, everything should decouple, but I don't know. The people that say XRP is a scam, they wreck their audiences. I know Corey's he drank that Kool-Aid. He thinks XRP is bullshit, but it's not, dude. It's gonna change a lot of lives. It changed a lot of lives, and it's going to change a lot of lives for the better. Obviously, there was some bad shit that happened when all of that went down, and the SEC came down on them. But like moving forward, I believe that is it's a game changer, and you got to think. It's not just about the crypto movement anymore. It's about the finance and the financial ecosystem and the whole financial system, right? So like bigger picture style, no, man, you didn't miss the boat. But with this bull run, possibly. Like I said $10 and AJ laughed. I know a lot of people are calling for the double digit, but we have to be reasonable, and we have to, like, even at $10, and if there is opposition there, we'll just say that's our threshold. That's a 2.25 X. That's it. So I mean, it's going to go up, but it's not going to go up. It's not going to outperform other things. And so I have at some point need to make my decision of when it's time to cut. And again, I told you guys it's in the $9. That's when I'll get out of XRP. And if it pumps up way more than 10, it is what it is. At least I got a plan. And if in the bear market it comes down below where I got out, then I got the opportunity to do it all. Rinse, wash, repeat. All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate you being here. Thank you so much. This has been fantastic. Make sure that on your way out that you do smash the like button. I do appreciate that. Number one thing that you can do to help me out, you can leave a comment on the video as well. If it's not here in the live chat, that'll help. Make sure you are subscribed to the channel. If you are watching on YouTube, if you are watching on X, you can continue to do that. Just hit the like button, hit the heart, as they say, as it looks like, with your thumb. Don't hit it too hard, because I don't want you to be a heartbreaker unless that's what you do. So that's your business. But appreciate you guys. Have a wonderful evening. I will be back tomorrow at 9 a.m. Eastern with more Web3 Breakfast and the crew. So ciao for now.